perspective, why did the defense struggle to get off the field on third down?
Yeah, you know what? Props to Missouri. They had a game plan that something we really had seen. They did not want to drop back and pass. They knew if they were going to drop back and pass on third down, they were going to get hit. And there was a couple times there where third and long situations they were running the ball, and then their screen game was really good, and just getting the right calls at the right times for either the run or the screen, and just Coach Menahat continued to guess throughout the whole game, but they did not want to drop back and pass, and so that was that took about to the third or fourth quarter where we realized, okay, these guys are not going to drop back and pass. They're either going to try to screen us or run us. And that was in third and long situation. Third and short, we realized, pretty quickly that they were not going to, pass the ball. Because most teams, how it works is most teams, 3rd and 3+, they're going to pass the ball. And it's like 90% is how almost every team works. Now, starting back in the San Jose State game, that's when they went to this, new thing that we're starting to see. And I'm guessing we are going to see from Fresno State, because tendencies show that on third down with them, they are running the ball more than any other team that we've played. So we're going to have to play more sound and not just get our fast guys in there to rush the quarterback. We're going to have to be more sound against the run on third down. But even after the last 2 weeks, that was going to be the case as well. So I would just say their game plan was good, and it took a while for us to adjust to it. And when we did, we didn't execute well. And props to them. They had some good plays that we weren't quite prepared for.
Is it deflating to the morale of the defense when you see Missouri had season highs on offense and basically kind of had a career day for some of their players?
Yeah, I mean, they're capable. The bottom line is they played really, really good defenses all year. We knew going into the game they were going to be able to move the ball. They're a SEC team with SEC talent, and they played 4 top 10 defenses going into that game. So, we look at it a little bit differently than everybody else. They've played some really good defenses, and so and they've been able to move the ball on some teams as well. It wasn't like they were just going out there and not being able to move it at all completely. So we knew the quarterback was getting more confident. We saw in the game before he was getting a little more confidence throwing the ball, and the running back was a little dinged up, and he got he was a little more healthier in our game, and their O-line I thought blocked well, but. With that being said, we still only gave up 20 points, and that's what we gauge everything on. Yardage does not mean anything to us, nothing. The bottom line in that game, we didn't stop them on third down. We held them, our pillar is 24, we held them to that. We probably should have held them to, I would say 13. We could have held them to 13, easily. And if we do that, we win the game. But yardage to me doesn't mean nothing. It's all about points, and I think, like I said, I thought we could have held it probably to 1 less touchdown. And if we just convert on third downs like we've done all season, that game's a different story. And for that game, we just didn't do that.
Is there any new progress on cornerbacks with Michael and Micah?
Injury-wise?
Yeah, injury-wise.
Yeah, I don't know with that.
Coach, do you know what the status for Sai Tautu is for Fresno State game?
He's healthy. He's just suspended for the first half because of the helmet-to-helmet. Which, by the way, we appealed that. And the official said that because it was reviewed, even though they said it wasn't helmet to helmet, this is funny now. Okay. They say it's not helmet to helmet, so they reviewed it in the game and said it was helmet to helmet, right?
Right.
Well, now they reviewed it after the game, said it wasn't helmet to helmet, but because they called it helmet to helmet in the game, they still have to suspend it for the first half. So I don't know how that all works out, but anyway, because they called it helmet to helmet in the game, he has to be suspended, even though we got something back that said it wasn't helmet to helmet. So I don't know how that all works out, guys.
Sounds like the NCAA.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he'll have to sit out the first half. But he'll be by the second half. He'll be out there.
Can you talk about Fred Warner and what you're seeing from him as far as progress?
Yeah, really happy with the progress Fred's made. I was a little down on him at the beginning of the season. I think a lot of that was just based upon just him overcoming his injuries with his back and his wrist in the off season. But I think as he started to get more healthy, started to get more confident, more comfortable out there, and man, I'd say ever since probably the East Carolina game, he's played probably our best football on our team. He's just been really consistent, made a lot of plays, and did similar against Missouri. So just against the run is really physical. Against the pass, has great drops. He's getting some sacks the last 3 games. He has a total of 4 sacks. So just really, really excited about the progress he's made, and I know he's just going to continue to get better.
How would you sum up Trevor Sampson's career here?
Trevor Sampson, consistency is what I'd say. He's super consistent. You know, very unlike Trevor, I think he'd missed one PAT last year. You know, in a critical situation in the game, he misses that one. But really, really consistent guy. I mean, I think he's 13 for 15 on the year, or 12 for 14, something like that. He missed 2 field goals this year. Just, I mean, percentage-wise for a field goal kicker, he's probably, I'd have to look at the history books, but I would say probably the #1 kicker in BYU history by percentage. I'd have to look at that. But, I mean, I think he missed, I can't remember, 3 or 4 last year, and he's missed 2 this year. So I'd like to see, you know, the overall numbers of where he stands. But just a super consistent kid, and when he goes out there, we have, I'd say, a really good chance that he's going to put at least 3 points up on the board for us.
Coach, can you talk about your relationship with Sione Takitaki?
Yeah, Sione is doing good right now. He's just getting his academics straight and making sure he's eligible for the spring, and just really is doing everything like a football player would do, except play football. So academically and working out and all that, he's doing all that. Just can't participate in any football activities.
As a coach and as a mentor, role model, when you have to deal with kids like this, I mean, you take a personal interest in their lives. Sione's a good kid at heart. He's just come up from a rough area. Talk about just
you know, that's exactly, you know, what I was going to say. He's, you know, he came up in a, you know, grew up in an area where he wasn't maybe taught the things that he probably should have been taught, and so that's kind of our purpose right now as coaches, is we're trying to help him learn and grow and help him make the right choices that'll help him be successful in life. And so that's kind of, I mean, there's not just myself and Coach Mendenhall, there's the academic guys, there's the trainers, there's our compliance guy. We have about 12 guys on this guy right now, and probably 3 or 4 other guys that are like him in a similar situation, that they just need a little extra help and you know, some resources to help them you know, be successful in life.
Thanks, Coach.